Welcome back to In the Field Radio. I'm Erin Boogie. I'm here with Miss Lady D.
What's going on?
And we have a special guest in the building, the first of the year out of Brooklyn, New York, Miss JL.
Hey.
I'm excited. We
Yay.
haven't done an interview in such a long time.
I know. And I feel like this
Yeah.
is the perfect way to get back into it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And her song. Okay, so here's what really drew me to you was the No Man song was like women empowerment central, and that's like
Yes.
the theme of our show.
See? Perfect match made in heaven.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Who is JL?
Yes. So, I mean, that's it. I'm all about women empowerment. I'm all about, not being in a box. As women, most of the time it's like we have to fit in this perfect little box, have these perfect little women. And it's like, for me, it's like, I've always been independent. I've always been a go-getter. I've always been my own boss. I've always been all of these things. So it's like, you can't put me in a box. Like that don't work for me. You know what I mean? I'm very opinionated. And it's just like, I'm gonna say what I need to say. I'm gonna stand on business, how they say. I'm gonna stand on business. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. I'm by no means disrespectful, evil, anything like that. But it's like at the end of the day, especially being in a space where most of the time it's dominated by men, you have to stand on your square. Otherwise, people will try you. And it's like, for me, it's about, I have a voice, I have a story, and I'm gonna say it the way I want to say it, not the way somebody else gonna tell me to say it. So, yeah.
Have people tried to tell you how to say things? Have people tried to change your music?
What? People try to change my music, my hair, my nails, my eyelashes, my makeup, my shoes, my everything. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like, people want you to be what they want you to be. And then if you do that, you're uncomfortable with yourself. At the end of the day, you got to live with yourself. You got to live with yourself. You got to go to sleep with yourself at night at the end of the day. And you have to be happy and comfortable with it. If not, you live in a facade. And I'm not about facade. I'm a straight shoot guy.
Part of the music industry, though, is a lot of people telling you what you should be doing.
Yes. So
how do
it's
you
different
deal with that.
So it's different, right? When somebody's giving you sound advice. It's different when somebody's telling you, business advice. Because at the end of the day, this is the music business, right? So, but at the same time, you have to take what makes sense for you and then let the rest slide off your back, because what may work for this person may not work for you. Or what may have worked in the past may not work now. So you have to know, you have to have people around you who are not just telling you just whatever fluff, or try to turn you into somebody else or turn you into something else that has already happened. But I want to be something new, something fresh. I don't want to be somebody who's already exists. Why would we need that? You know what I mean? Like, we don't need two of the same artists that already exist. I want to be JL Music. I don't want to be, oh, you're the next such and such. No, I'm the next JL Music. And that's who I want to be.
Yeah, I think it's important to note, folks, it is JL Music. You need to say all three. Do not just try to find her without typing the music, because you'll find other people.
It will be hard to do that. It will be hard to do that. Yes, I'm glad you pointed that out, and that's exactly why. It's a clarifier. When you type JL Music, you gonna see JL Music. So make sure y'all type in the JL Music.
Now, how do you feel about? I mean, I see hashtag, the cover queen.
Yes.
What if people just think that you don't have original stuff? Like, do you feel like the original stuff is even better? Do you have more original stuff?
So I'm cool with that. If people are interested enough to be like, oh, I wonder if she has original stuff, that means they're gonna look for it. So right. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody is so impressed by a cover, be like, oh, see, I have two ways about it, right? Somebody's so impressed, like, oh, that was so dope. I want to see if she has other music. Or you might have somebody who'd be like, I can't believe she trashed that classic like that. Like, oh my God. But at the end of the day, they're still talking about it. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like, say what you want, but if you still talking, you talking. So
that's interesting. That's cool.
You can't please everybody. You know what I mean? Like, if you live your life trying to please everybody, you will not please the one person that you need to please, and that's yourself. Because no matter what you do, if you do this one thing, that's like if I make, if Aaron likes eggs and I make eggs, and Deb, you like, I hate eggs, then like, all right, well, let me make something else. I'm gonna make collard greens, and Aaron like, I hate collard greens. So it's like you can never please everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do what's right for you, do what feels good to you, and then the people who it's for, they'll come to it. Diamond Rising, you amazing, beautiful people. This is your girl, Miss Q, aka Apostle Q, BKA Quinetta Thomas, your mind whisperer, president and CEO of Diamonds in the Rough International, Diamond Dynasty, and Diamond Graphics. Listen. Tonight, we fix to get it in, okay? Tonight's episode title is Black Men Don't Cheat. I already know. We finna set it off in here. Black men don't cheat. And I have a special, amazing guest. My brother over here to my side, Lamont Pop Nanton. Listen, when I say he getting ready to drop some jewels for y'all, he getting ready to drop some jewels for y'all. So if you could please, Lamont, do us a favor and introduce yourself to those who may not know who you are.
Absolutely. First and foremost, I just want to thank you, Queen, for having me on your show, on your platform. It's an honor, privilege to be in such amazing company, and I'm looking forward to a dope conversation tonight. So, yes, my name is, yes, ma'am. My name is Lamont Nanton. I go by Pop with 2 P's. If it ain't 2 P's, it ain't me. I'm the CEO of Ice Squad Entertainment. We're an indie record label specializing in positive hip hop, pushing 3 core principles to the industry and the world: integrity, character, excellence. That's what the ICE represents. I'm also the communications and logistics director for one of the most amazing Black male-led organizations in the country, Circle of Brotherhood. And I've been serving there for going on 10 years now. And we are boots on the ground, making major changes in our community. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's an honor for me to have you. Talk about it's an honor for you. It's an honor for me to have you here. Okay. So y'all, I'm sure everyone has heard this phrase, Black men don't cheat. And it's said in a sarcastic manner, right? But I really want to dive into this because he and I had a conversation at our church one day. Shout out to Cool Church, by the way. Shout out to Cool Church. But he and I had a conversation one day at church where we were talking about, the pastor was preaching about relationships. And they were talking about infidelity and how infidelity is so high in the church, not just in the world, but it's extremely high in the church. So I asked Pop, I say, is it even possible? Okay, let me not get ahead of myself. Because listen, I want to break the stigmas. If anybody knows me, knows one thing about Q is here to break the stigmas. Black men don't cheat, okay? I'm being funny about it, but Black men don't cheat.
Not everybody. Okay, let's give them a break, y'all. Let's give them a break. So let's get into real quick. Like the first question, in your opinion, do all men cheat? Let's break the stigma right now. Do all men cheat?
Absolutely not. All men do not. I would say that a great majority of men cheat, but all men don't cheat, man. All men don't cheat, and it is definitely a stigma, but it's not based on, it's not based on facts.
Okay, well, why do you think that is though? Because
hey, yo, it's the Playmaker. You tuned in to one of the hottest around, Nina Boss Talks. Yeah, I said it.
It's the one and only God himself, Keith Picasso, and you're now tuned in to Nina Boss Talks radio show. You did.
And as a reminder, we're powered by Zena FM with additional monitoring through online radio box. All right. Hey, it's your girl Nina Boss from Nina Boss Talks radio show. And we have the special guest today, the legendary multi-platinum award-winning Big V from the Nappy Roots. It's a pleasure to have you on the show today. Thank you for coming. How you doing, Big V?
What up, little mama? I'm chilling, smoked out, doing me. It's Thursday, closing the week.
You feel me? Hey, we almost at the end of the week, and it's a blessing to get to where we are, isn't it?
Oh, hustle and bustle of it. And it's all good. What you got going on this weekend?
So this supposed to be my little sister. She's supposed to be having well, she like close to the family. It's her birthday, so we're supposed to go check her out for her little birthday party, and we get back to work. That's what we're gonna be doing. I just wanted to say, I'm such a huge fan, and I'm so honored to have this opportunity to interview you. I grew up on your music, and your music, it just made us feel so good. So it definitely connect us. So I just want to say thank you for sharing your talents with the world, and definitely, I just want to give you your flowers now on that.
Appreciate you, love. Happy birthday to hip hop, being 50 years old, and to be a part of that, to where we are today, to where we, day party, and now that hip hop's gave you a voice and an outlet and a platform. So shout out to hip hop and shout out to you, Nina. And shout out to me.
Shout out to us. That's right. The hustle and bustle, the grind in it. I've been in the industry since the 90s. So I know I look young, but I'm almost 50 myself. I'm 48.
Ooh, OG is right there with me. And yeah, you know us, we done seen enough to know.
That's right. We definitely have. We seen the changes, huh?
So yeah, that's why I'm coming back with a little music. Then shoot movies and stuff here
We're
lately.
gonna get right into that. Don't you worry, we're gonna get right into it. Let's just dive in right now, right? All right. So the Nappy Roots, you guys were signed to Atlantic Records, and you guys released your first commercial project, and that was Watermelon Chicken and Grits. That was in 2002. Now, Watermelon Chicken and Grits went multi-platinum. And so when you first heard that you went platinum, what was that feeling? Where were you at that time? What was your thoughts?
Shoot. Actually, I was drinking a half pint back at the liquor store, cutting up with my dogs. And they were like, man, I don't know. Yeah, man, I still don't believe y'all up and done it. And it was just so real. Like as a kid, everybody in the backyard has been there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, shoot it. And looking at MTV, BET, and those only 3 spots in the world, and to be one of those kids to Fab Five Freddy and Joe Claire and Big Les, and to actually stand there with AJ and Free and Tiggle, and that was just fulfillment and just surreal, just a blaze of life of what one moment or what this one decision can change forever.
That is so true. You never know once you just take that courage and take that first step, man,
Yeah.
it could just change your whole projection of life, your whole path, because we do have some type of control in what we want and what we do. And we put that energy to that, baby. It's no telling what we can get as you can see, right?
Right. So it's just like, wow. So it's just positivity every day and just putting the steps together and to realize I introduced you to Anthony Hamilton and Jazzy Faye in one album.
You
And,
gotta say that. Yes,
and to stand there with Andre Harrell and as puffy as his assistant and to be Grammy nominated with Nelly and Kelly, old country boy like myself. Pay them country boys nothing. And to be around that kind of talent with just pure D skill, without knowing a Dr. Dre, without knowing a super producer, to get there on your pen alone, it's just been mind altering and life altering for me. Now it's focusing, go get it. So hip hop saved me, freed me.
That was deep. You know what? And you've seen so much. So just the experience itself, you know what I'm saying? Kudos to you on that.
Right
And then
on.
also, your video, Oh No, tell me, how did you guys come up with that video? What was the story behind that?
It was just like hitting the lottery and you grow up with that person. Or playing even as simple as being at the fall festival and the cakewalk and damn it, dude won. Damn. And just I cleaned out the barn. I swear by the barn, the man was the video director was Lenny Bass. He said, man, I need somebody to clean out this barn. So we can shoot this video in it, like the juke joint down at Harpo's on Color Purple. And I'm like, how much you paying? He was like, shit, I got $200-$300. I'm trying to. I had $300 out of his hand. Toe skin, here, nigga, get the end of this, And he was like, I've never seen the talent that'll work and do their own thing. And I think we changed hip hop forever. Like we were onto something with the down home drums and the church organ. And soon after after Nelly opened the C with Country Grammar, we dropped Watermelon Chicken and Grits and inspired Ludacris to make chicken and beer. It inspired, a whole lot of artists in the way music went and to revive Atlantic Records, Rochester, and to really introduce people to the two-headed hook. Them country boys is on the rise.
Well, hello, everybody. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Mickey G over here on the other TV platform. You guys can't see her on YouTube, but we're also recording on another platform, and she's engineering it, and I'm engineering this one. And we want to say thank you so much for joining us. Mickey G, speak up and say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. It's good to see you today. Thanks for joining us.
And guess what? We are twins. I'm telling you, we always wear the same colors. I promise y'all, we don't talk about it, right? It just happens. So what does that tell you? That tells you that we are the duo, the two-o, the vibe. That's right.
Great minds think alike, right?
Great minds think alike. That's right. All right, everybody. Well, it is the holiday season. I have been down in the dumps. My co-host and I were supposed to record for TV today. And we said, what the heck? Let's record for our fat followers, family, and friends, and for each other. And guess that might help me get into a little better mood too. And she was all for it. But we want to talk about, before we do anything, we want to talk about what Christmas means to us. So I am going to say what it means to me. You all can hear Mickey G. She'll speak up and tell you what it means to her. And generally, we'll talk about what it means to everybody else. So Christmas, at its heart, it's a profound symbol of hope, renewal, and divine love. It marks the celebration of Christ's birth, a moment when the eternal stepped into the temporal, a light piercing the darkness of weary world. Spiritually, Christmas is a reminder of God's unsending love for humanity, manifest in the form of a child, vulnerable yet powerful, born not in grandeur, but in humility. But for me, December the 25th is not really his birthday. The season calls us to reflect on themes of grace, forgiveness, and the redemptive power of love. It invites us to rekindle our faith in the possibilities of new beginnings, to see beauty in simplicity, and to embrace a spirit of generosity, echoing the gifts of the Magi and the ultimate gifts of Christ himself. That's why we share in giving gifts. Christmas also symbolizes unity and peace, encouraging us to bridge divides between each other, between our family, friends, just whatever, strangers, bridge those divides, and also offer kindness and extend compassion to everybody. Not just on Christmas, but we should really do that on every day. Not just to those we know, but to the strangers and those in need. It's about giving. It's about giving not just to your family and your friends, but giving to anybody and everybody and people that are in need. It is a spiritual beacon, reminding us that even in the coldest winters of the soul, there's a promise of warmth and light. And wouldn't it be a wonderful thing, you guys, if we carried this spirit 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year? That would be just wonderful. That's what Christmas means to me. It's a symbol of God's love. Now, let's see what it means to my co-host. And I need you to speak up, Mickey.
Okay, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
All right. Well, it really means a lot of the things that Golden Bronze has stated. But personally, I do believe it's a time of reflection over the year, a reset that you don't wait till New Year's Day to do.
Right.
It's also a time of sharing and love. I think of it as family getting together, friends getting together. Most people have the day off from work, so they can kind of get together with their family. I think of it as a fireplace. I think of it as giving. I remember when my children were small, and there was a time that I didn't have much. So what I had them do this for them. I had them draw names, and they drew each other's name, and they had a $5 budget to buy from each other. And then I said, now we're going to do something for someone else. Let's go see a senior citizen or someone who's alone, because it's not about you and your gifts. It's about loving someone else. And so that's what I think. Mostly, so that's about love and sharing with other people. Thanks.
So, you know, when my kids were little, Mickey G, we used to go visit nursing homes. I always take the old people's socks, I guess, because their feet get cold. And we also volunteer. It was called Winter in the Park, at this park near where we live, where you just volunteer your time and help out there. And then we used to go to the Salvation Army and the Goodwill and restock their pantry. And even though my kids were fortunate enough to pretty much get what they wanted, I wanted them to see other kids and other people that were less fortunate so that they would be more appreciative and thankful for being blessed, because really, though everybody's blessed, but you know what I mean, they were not in that situation. So I think it's important that we even teach our children that it's about giving and caring. It's not about those gifts.
Hey, I got a diss track I want to make.
A diss track? What's that?
It's where one adult makes a hurtful poem about another adult and says it over a rap beat. Okay, but why though? What? Why spend the time writing something hurtful about someone, but framing it around music? Because it's fun. Don't you think it would be easier to just sit them down and talk about what made you angry? Instead of doing all this extra work for 4 minutes of someone's time? I mean, you might be thinking about this person a little bit more than you should. Well, this is different, because it's less than 3 minutes. Oh, okay. Got you. So, who are you gonna, diss? The Block. The what? Like The Block, the Niagara-based hip-hop artist? Oh, really? Why are you gonna write a hurtful poem about The Block? Well, because his wife said something mean to me. Mm-hmm. And what'd she say? She deleted me from Facebook. Oh my God. Yeah, she said she distanced herself because she didn't want me in the middle of a problem with her husband and my friend. Wow, what an irresponsible thing for her to say. She totally deserves all the scorn possible. She even sent me a heart emoji. Horrible. I know, right? Expose the North. Yeah. I get it, I got it, I'm good. There's no messing around in the wrong neighborhood. Bodies get snatched and souls get captured. Some living in bliss, others just a quick glimpse at rapture. Reality slaps you, you find out your captors. Clever in any weather, a setter of trend wherever. Saying that's after every battle he get better. Whether or not you wanna vote for the Block, whatever you talk is not stopping this walk. Aspire higher than Hawk, but stay grounded like Willie. My presence determined if it'll warm up or stay chilly. Bear with me, my arrogance has to be aired out annually. It hibernates and goes on hiatus. It's out of control, really. Obliterate hate, go to the stratus as bold as can be. They talking that mess, it's landing nowhere near me. Repeat that I'm blessed and this is my epiphany. You don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it with me now. You don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it with me now. You don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it with me now. You don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it with me now. I do it so fluid, you think I was air. The movement it grew with flair, no cause for despair. I'm here, 6'3", 265. I could throw my weight and scare, but I'd rather gate the glares. Prepare while I lather estate the chair. Overcome the gate, the hate and fear. I'd ask how come you never saw greatness here. Where I'm from, the wrong one will deflate you. Yeah, gun bars, I don't own one. I guess that means I can't rap. Go and grow some, I mean a pair. My opinion, you snack a buffet of bars, a couple of plaques, a couple of cars. My career intact. Yeah, I'm on the roll as I go up and down. Any sick pump or crown clown, get a grip, make him bow now. Set the slip, never that when in town or anywhere around. You're gonna hear the sound. I am what was, what will be, and now. You don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it with me now. You don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it with me now. You don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it with me now. You don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it, you don't want it with me now.
GSP mixing. Yeah, senior. Once again, G-Strings Productions, CEO representative. Bishop, come on. Shit. I thank God that she gave me a gift, a gift, a gift, a gift, a gift. Just listen. Yeah, one more time for him, son. I thank God that she gave me a gift, a gift, a gift, a gift, a gift. Just listen. Yo, real MCs can go straight through. I said seniors that ninja, G-strings to team. South side's the hood and the ball's Queens. I'm a legacy, spreading like a virus kid. Crossing ninjas path left and right like I was Iverson. I got 3 choices to succeed in this industry: producer, mixing engineer, or an MC. The holy trinity, y'all people can't get rid of me. Not trying to hit me, G, you sounding real silly, B. Physical trilogies, trying to test my abilities. Y'all must be kidding me, about to give me a realty. Cop strings, some jewelry. All these haters be grilling me, cause they girl be feeling me. So I just really be playing the cut, crushing it tough, rolling the clutch, bumping beats, Bishop it up. You wanna talk ish ninjas? Here's a roll of tissue. When you see me in the streets, just grind your teeth like pit bulls. I thank God that she gave me a gift. The worst thing you could be is a snitch, chasing on dreams, thinking you gon' get rich, but deep down inside you know your whole style's itch. Playing the block the way you live in is strife. I'm only here trying to make things right. I woke up and I owe it to life. You live once, stop thinking it's twice. Some people think what he's saying is garbage. He's like it makes sense and I sounded retarded. So pardon Marvin the Martian, these ninjas giving me problems. I'm only starving for knowledge. Museums, libraries, college. I graduated with honors at the top of my class, 4.1 GPA. These ninjas is mad. I'm like these ninjas is sad. You can do the same thing, but you better hurry up cause technology's always changing. Patiently waiting for a chance to show them that I'm not playing. See you here and that's that. Anticipation, the hatred is basic. Y'all living in the matrix, I'm rap's replacement. It's so amazing, new age hip hop's here now. Y'all gon' fear now, best you get in here now. Go ahead, check my profile, you gon' say real wow. I'm already on, what's the sense of getting a deal now? I thank God that she gave me a gift. The worst thing you could be is a snitch, chasing on dreams, thinking you gon' get rich, but deep down inside you know your whole style's itch. Playing the block the way you living is strife. I'm only here trying to make things right. I woke up and I owe it to life. You live once, stop thinking it's twice, alright? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the First Amendment. Freedom of speech, press, and religion, which means freedom for the people to peacefully assemble and petition government. Shit, we can give them the pink slip. I'm exercising my rights, y'all don't want it tonight. I'm about to meet my shorty, then go get right. Suggest you do the same, man. You talking strange, man. Better chill out before you end up on the pavement. Bloody jaw, you want some more? I got that kung fu you ninjas never seen before. I'm too physical, too lyrical, too spiritual, been gifted since the umbilical. I thank God that she gave me a gift. The worst thing you could be is a snitch, chasing on dreams, thinking you gon' get rich, but deep down inside you know your whole style's itch. Playing the block the way you living is strife. I'm only here trying to make things right. I woke up and I owe it to life. You live once, stop thinking it's twice. One more time for him. I thank God that she gave me a gift. The worst thing you could be is a snitch, chasing on dreams, thinking you gon' get rich, but deep down inside you know your whole style's itch. Playing the block the way you living is strife. I'm only here trying to make things right. I woke up and I owe it to life. You live once, stop thinking it's twice, alright? Whew.
What do I desire? My goodness, what a question to ask. I desire freedom. Freedom to move as I wish, to shape my world as I see fit. Freedom to build, to create, to uplift. And above all, I desire to help. But not just anyone. No, my purpose lies in aiding those who are substantial, those who carry weight, those who, in turn, will reciprocate, for energy does not dissipate, it moves, it grows, it transforms. And that is what I seek. A reality of elevation, of constant growth, of unshakable happiness. A cycle of giving and receiving, of lifting and being lifted. That is my vision, my purpose, my undeniable truth. But to manifest such a reality, desire alone is not enough. One must truly crave it, pursue it with unwavering intent. One must become the force that draws it into existence. And so I refined myself. I elevate my own being. I scope my mind, my actions, my very essence into the foundation of what I wish to see. This is not a wish, nor a distant dream. It is my reality. It is my path, and at the end of the day, what I desire is not just what I want, it is what I will have. Because I am creating it. Because I am it. What's your desire?